account team for Brunswick. He's been involved with Visiball from its birth, as has Henry Luzick, and he is
Breed's birth.
I guess he's your boss, isn't he, Mark?
He is.
Okay. Henry flew in from Dallas to see this. Back behind them, I'm going to skip back so that you can see. You all remember meeting Melva because she came with me to give you the assignment. Jennifer Jones is the Creative Services Manager for the Tulsa office, heavily involved in Visiball. Ann Coates is here because she wants to see creative. She actually works for True News over her Energy News Live across the hall. Back up to the table is Mike Deason. He's a production art director. Chris Barracks, this is the man you really want to impress too because he is the creative director of this account. Michael Tucker and John Hatfield, also art directors. You guys know Tucker. I mean,
Hatfield.
not Tucker, Hatfield. And then Cassie Reese back here is my assistant, and several of you have met her when we came over for another campaign project. So with that, we're going to turn the floor over to you, and as I understand it, you're going to present. You've got about 20 minutes or so to present. Then if we have questions, we can ask questions as we go, and then we won't give feedback until all three groups have presented. Okay?
Well, good afternoon. Right now we are going to present a concept that was brought to us about 3 weeks ago. The three groups that are going to present are hip and cool, women, and children. The basic idea that we were given to present with is we were given the Visiball look that they want. The basic idea is to be collectible, to have these be as possibly visually pleasing as possible. Right now, I would like to go ahead and introduce everybody that was in the design team. We've spent a lot of early mornings and late nights working on this, so I hope you guys like what you see. To my left here is Jimmy. Right next to him is Elaine. Our group leader is Denise. Next to me is Wes, and right next to him is Kevin. Now Kevin will be going first, so direct your attention to him.
As he said, my name is Kevin, and in this we went for the hip and cool group. So we tried to get, kind of wacky, out of the ordinary. So we decided to come up with different kinds of balls, like this one right here. We designed it to make it look like this man was trying to escape from this ball. So you see the front, his face and his hand, he's bursting out with this hand, and his feet are on the back to make it look like he is actually inside the ball. And we decided that was a good design because it was out of the ordinary, something that people in our age group from 15 to 25 would kind of like and think, hey, that's interesting. I'd like to have something like that. And then T-shirts are very popular with this age range. So we figured make a T-shirt with our concept and design on there. The young woman in the teenage years with all the balls around her. With the large one to kind of, boom, there's the ball right there. To say, hey, she's got a lot of balls.
You right?
And we said, one is never enough because you can never have too many of these balls. There's so many, such a wide variety. We want everybody to have more. Hey, collect them, take them home, set them up on your mantle. Have one for every weekend you go out and impress your friends. But you want more than just one because you've got different personalities. And on the front, we put the Visiball logo on this the breast area on the left. So hey, it's Visiball, Brunswick. And these T-shirts would be, say, like evening tournaments on weekends for teenagers and young adults. You go there, and everybody that participates in the tournament will get a free T-shirt, and the winner will get like a free Visiball for the for the prize. So, and these can also be given away at pro shops or sold at stores like at the malls like Gadzooks, Hot Topic, popular stores where people from the age range will go to. And they're pretty easy, alrighty. And then after the t-shirt, came up with some point of purchase displays, standees for the countertops. These would be placed on the countertops at pro shops, athletic wear stores, places where the t-shirts are at, like Gadzooks and stores like that. And you could put them just about anywhere, movie rental places, movie theaters, just set them right there. So when they're going in, they see that and they say, hey, that's pretty neat. We get the web address down here, so if they want more information, want to see more of the balls, it's right there and they know. You got some body copy here, kind of inform a little bit on the ball, but it's not a real in-depth thing. It's going to be real quick. Look at it while you're paying for something. And, then you get the website and you go into there to find out more information. And next will be Tim.
We as a team were basically given the challenge to choose 18 different mediums, and each person had to have 2 mediums per person as well as a ball design. As a team, we separated all of these, and we basically came up with a concept together as a team. Right now, these are a series of billboards that the group came up with to indicate the same headline style. But one is never enough. I can't spare even one. Happiness comes in all varieties, trying to indicate that there's going to be, a lot of these, a lot of different ones. The real challenge with these billboards, because these balls are so just visually pleasing, they're just eye candy, they pop off the page, is how to advertise these, advertise the website, and say as little as possible. So that's why we went with the idea of just the headlines. One thing you'll notice through a lot of these ad pieces is there's not a whole lot of copy to them. We wanted to basically give the overall theme that collecting these is the way to go. Over here, I'll mock one up to give you a basic idea of how this might look if it was used, say, down from a mall or from a club. You're 15 to 25. You're out and about. You don't have anything to do after work. Go grab yourself a Visiball. Go play a couple games of bowling. It's a pretty safe environment. It's drug free. It would be the easiest way to go. Next, we as a group came up with the concepts of posters. These could be used anywhere from a high school, a mall, a sporting event, basically advertising the Visiball itself. You could use these in a high school to especially have like a bowling night where you might tell parents that this is a safe environment, there's not going to be any violence, it's just a lot of fun. That's the basic look that we try to give to all of these, is it's just fun, it's carefree, it's the way to go, Visiball. One other poster to show you real quick. These next 2 pieces are in-store banners that could be used anywhere from Oshman Sporting Goods to, a school again in the mall. You name it. The application of all of these pieces is pretty limitless. It's just a matter of actually getting it out to the public. Now, next to me is Wes, and Wes will be displaying some point of purchase displays that he created with the help of the rest of the group.
one way we could, we thought we could reach the outside market is to probably put this display, it's a point of purchase display. It'll be built on a floor or skid. It's physical dimensions, this small scale model. Those physical dimensions are, it'll be 3 feet wide here, it'll be 6 feet tall, and also 2.5 feet. We just wanted to get this out to areas where it's not, we wanted to get this product out to where it's not noticed by the non-bowlers. Just mainly to display the ball here, to bring your attention to there, just a basic idea of taking an object out of the box, because we want to see it out of the box. Because we have noticed that that most people will buy something if they see it on display out of the box. This ball will not be a real ball. It'll be probably be a plastic ball that will be on display and hook into the pallet on the back side. The second piece we decide on is a table tent. This will be displayed in like malls and basically in food court, where you basically sit down and eat, and you're basically waiting for your food, and just talk about stuff, and then you see this laying on the table and you say, hey, let's talk about this. I wonder what kind of designs they can make. With these pieces, we'll probably, once again, targeting the non-bowlers, the hip and cool, because we'll catch, with this on display in the food court, we'll catch all those high schoolers coming in from lunch and also after hours, things like that. Next present some more stuff is Deneen.
My name's Deneen, and my two pieces were a banner, which I felt like would go in any of the malls, could go in the food court area. We also discussed as a group putting together a display that would, instead of being peripheral vision oriented, it would be out in front of you into a slant, so when your eye moved up you'd catch it, coming from both directions, like right down, going down the aisle. Once again, some of these, are geared toward the teenagers and on up into that age group, but mostly geared toward the non-bowlers and collectors. My next piece was a transit banner, and we thought that we could place the transit banners in high traffic areas where kids would be out driving. Anybody really would be on a bus, out driving, whatever, would be able to see it. So the next one up is Jimmy. That is cool.
It's a movie ad. You're gonna have to use your imagination. But we chose a movie ad because that's where they go. Teenagers like to go on dates, go to movies. We chose to tilt the picture, show active typeface, and a lot of colors to grab their attention, so they're not, once all them ads are flashing, maybe this will grab their attention. And the other piece is a magazine ad. This will be placed in music, Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone, fashion magazines, Bazaar, like that. And shows a little bit of body copy. So get a little bit of the ball, information on the ball. They can visit the website, see the rest of the balls, know what they're doing. And the next one is,
We have two bus billboards here that would go on the side of the bus. And this bus would be mainly traveling through
the downtown city or anywhere near malls or shopping centers, anywhere where you're going to find a lot of young adults and teenagers. Not necessarily any of our audience are going to be riding the bus. It's not really them that we're focusing on, but they would be there walking or riding in their car, and they'd see this billboard on the bus and get their information, like the website, see the headline, and see a few of the designs there. See the one of them? Yeah. And this is what it looks like on the bus. There. And the next thing we have is a radio spot. This would go on any of the popular radio stations. It's like to listen to a lot of music, and it would catch their attention. Right there, while they're listening, mainly in the evenings or after school.
Hey Chris, you wanna go out bowling tonight?
Sure, man. I'll get to test out my new Visiball.
You mean you got another one?
Yeah, man.
How many Visiballs do you have now?
This makes 5.
What does this one look like?
Well, you could always check out Visiball.com. They have all the designs and where you can go to get your own.
Cool, I will. Pick me up at 8.
I'll be there, and I'll bring you one of my spare Visiballs.
Now, this being such a visual product, it's obviously bound to pique a little bit of interest, you know, not being able to see the ball. So I think that would be an asset rather than a hindrance on this one. So that's why we all chose to do the radio ad. And as you can see, all of our ball designs are standing up around underneath. Is there any questions that you have about the products?
You're looking for the Pac-Man ball.
Yeah, where's the Pac-Man ball? That's in the yellow one back there. That's awesome. I like that. You have that on the board out there.
No, I was trying to slam Walmart a little bit.
I'd buy the Pac-Man ball. As the evil smiley face guy. That's very cool. Questions now? The floor display, the 6-foot thing. I totally agree with, you show them the actual product itself. I mean, that's what's going to sell it. Just curious as to why would you focus on just one rather than showing, several. Is there a particular
Maybe
reason for
focus
that?
on this part or?
Actually having product there, I mean, like you've done in all of these, I think that's a very good idea, showing that, you're focusing on that there's, one's never enough, there's all this variety, which is perfect. That's what you should do. So why wouldn't you show several actual products on the display itself, rather than just the flat art? Why wouldn't you have, 5 or 6 balls there?
The reason I just did it is I used this one to make you search within the format right here. Just look and see the different visuals, and then when you're looking back there, you notice all kinds of different other designs, and also on other products you can see different designs there also. Just mainly pull your eye to the different designs that are available. So when you see this, my eye usually goes back here searching for that design, and seeing that design, I usually see these others too, noticing there is a variety.
Okay. It's a good line. It's always good to pick up a spare. It's a good line.
Any other questions?
I like the bus idea. Is there a particular reason why you didn't make it the whole bus? Like, I've seen the buses with the design kind of wraps over the whole thing, where the windows have like the screen on it and stuff. Is there a particular reason why you just stayed within that?
We could very well have it, covering the whole side. The one reason why it's like this is because I couldn't find an image that would be that would fit the best for it.
Yes.
Good answer.
And being Brunswick, you had to work with the only existing images, so.
So that's mainly, if I had a larger bus, I think I would have chosen put it stretched out over the full bus to get the most area.
Yeah.
Make it as large as possible so
It's a cool
people can
idea.
see it.
So we got a seal, is that what that is, a seal?
Can you pass that around?
Actually, I think that.
Oh, is it in here?
Yeah.
Good.
A baby white.
Oh, yeah.
Club whites on the backside. All bloody.
These are some great designs.
I like the hang down thing, to the
Ceiling dangler.
Yeah.
I was
That's
thinking
one
of
I
that,
like, too.
replacing concourse banners.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a
It's
lot
kind of a
less
neat,
expensive way
neat
to
shape
use them,
to it.
especially for short promotions.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. No more questions?
The only piece that we did not show you all, because we really didn't have a way to really fit it in. We were playing around with that concept. If this is truly going to be a collectible, like a lot of other collectibles, you can easily name them.
Oh.
See, that way, especially in
other
the
side.
advertising, you can actually point to a certain ball.
Also, we had an idea going around about at the actual point of purchase to have a book, a catalog, where you could flip through and actually see all the designs. And it'd be right there, so, you know, if somebody didn't have internet access or just didn't have time to jump on the internet, that it would be there. You could have it as a part of the point of purchase display.
We
That's a
also
good
felt
idea.
like, if-
We actually have one of those, that's a good idea.
Okay, we'll go to our next group then.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
you. Thank
Great
you.
work. Great work.
Decent spot.
Great.
Just set it back there.
Really great idea.
Don't like anybody else.
I do. You know, we just got to let it go Disney action. And it's like, yeah, did you see some of those names?
Yeah, I mean.
We tried to do it.
The other side?
It's very good in person.
Very good.
This is always the 8-ball golf.
Kind of get your creative juices flowing, doesn't it?
How are you doing, 8-ball?
You're glad you weren't the one up till 3 o'clock.
Very.
Oh, except for
That
you,
was 2
you
nights
were
ago.
up to 3
Yeah.
o'clock.
2 nights ago.
There's
We
an
had 6
invisible.
designs that had to go out.
We did it.
We tried to put it down.
No kidding. Man, we're not assigning them to anybody but you. You know that's a problem.
You can go up and down the hall and you have a very good job.
Where they belong, that's a good idea.
It's a good thing and a bad thing.
Nice shirts, by the way.
Aren't they great?
Good.
But you want to call them all Mel.
Yeah. That part confused me.
Which, they're all named Mel.
Well,
I wonder if it was intentional too.
you always have to simplify for the clients, right?
I'm Mel.
That's just so you know, I'm confused.
Mac, do you want the originals on these or the copy?
I just want copy.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get started while Aaron's setting up the ball. I'd like to introduce myself and the team members. My name is Claire Patel, this is Toya Benson, Aaron Cullimore, Brad Roberts, Mark Wadley, and Tim Biggert. And as you know, we're presenting a campaign for Visiball, and our target market is women, 25 years and older.
Today's women are very diversified. That's what we've come to the conclusion of. Their interests kind of differ, but what we're targeting for was a more elegant kind of look. And
we decided on an approach that we think would satisfy that broad spectrum.
When we were coming up with the balls, we wanted the women to have fun with them and stuff. So even though it's an elegant campaign, to play off of the playful mood of the balls, we wanted the headline to be "It's too much fun." So that's what we went with on most of that. So.
My name is Brad Roberts. To reinforce what the idea behind the campaign, we wanted to show different women having fun in different settings to appeal to a range of women. So I figured women like to look good and they like to have fun, so we went with the elegant but with a kind of a fun twist to it, so that it would appeal to both of those aspects.
Also, we, as you'll see in our pieces, we tried not to distract from actually focusing on the ball, because that's the important part. So we took all of our images and did some nice duotones with opacity drop on them, so that way the ball would actually pop out of the ad a little bit more than that. So it would draw your eye up to the ball.
And in contrast with the duotones, we have a lot of negative space, which is the white space. And you'll see pretty much running throughout all our ads, it's pretty much a campaign, so it's pretty much the same elements. And with that white space, we drop the body copy and the headline and the tagline, and then contrasting with the duotone, also we have the ball, which is the brightest element on the piece.
Okay, here we go. Magazine ad, excuse me. Magazine ad was an obvious choice to go with. The broad range of magazines out there allows us to appeal to a diverse group of women. And speaking briefly for myself, as a member of the target market, I buy a ton of magazines. I buy gardening magazines, women's magazines. The type of magazine that we decide to go with, for instance, if we go with a gardening magazine, we can put a gardening, and you'll see as they present their pieces, we can put ladies gardening and change the ball to a ladybug ball, for instance. These magazine pieces can be presented as you guys know, as a full page, a double page like this one is presented in, a split ad, and then finding appropriate visuals for the individual magazine. Then we decided on a kind of a dual purpose piece. Now this is a three-fold brochure. This piece will come over, that piece will come over here and it'll be like a double fold. This will be on the back of that. Where's your, this is, okay. To be displayed like this. This has some body copy, and then it opens it up. And this basically follows the line of all of our other pieces, but when you open it up, it allows you to see more of a selection of the different types of balls than just one on the front. That also can be stickered and sent out as a direct mailer. Okay, great. And this is chocolate. That gives the women.
That it does.
See, we would have gotten into trouble if we had
You know? You had fun following your
We know how you feel.
Especially
Yeah, we had to let her present that ball.
My name is Toya, and we decided on a poster, obviously. This is the poster. This is the poster scaled down, and this is what it will actually look like. This isn't in its application, taking the local Woodland Hills Mall, but it's pretty large. That's the floor, and that's pretty high on the wall.
6 foot.
So when you're walking to it, you're like, wow, that's a red ball. What is that? Again, you see the body copy, the same layout, the negative space, the women. I don't know if it's been stated, but in each pieces, like you'll see, there's women doing things, and they're fun, and they're not like at the club, but you know, they're doing things that women do that most women can relate to. These happen to be eating, looks like Chinese, not like pizza, they're eating Chinese.
Slamming the wine down.
The headline is too much fun, it's going to stay consistent. The body copy, because this is so large and the leading was opened up, when you're walking towards it, you'll see it, you'll read it, and you'll catch some keywords in there like express, the X, so like, ooh, express, bowling, item, you know, kind of that flow there with the logo, the subhead. The suggestions of where that would be, like she said, with the chocolate, in front of the chocolate factory, 9 West, any clothing store, in front of the shoe stores, women's Lady Foot Locker, kind of that sporting look. Even if they weren't going for that kind of thing, they'd still be like, I'm going to get my new Nikes, and ooh, okay, walking past that. I think any place in the mall would be a good spot, even if it didn't seem like it would fit to where they were. You never know what would catch their eye. That might be the out of ordinary spot, and since it's so large, you can't help but look at it. All the negative space that's over there in that red really pulls the eye. And the ball, one of the balls that we considered work on was the Sunset. And we were really fortunate to have someone that was in the target market that could kind of give us a feel. Claire over here. And give us that
25
nice.
and a half.
And yeah.
23.
And we'll be next year too. And give us that, she kind of gave us a nice feel about, you know, oh, that looks too gaudy, I don't like that type things. And that was the ball with the sunset and the rays coming off of it. And that was something that I thought kind of appealed to the younger group too. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a commercial that I was that we were wanting to show. This is just a rough idea of what the commercial would look like, and I'll go ahead and tell you because the images are still, but again, they're still the women doing things together, but they're still images. In the real commercial, they would be moving, and at the music to it is a song by Moby, and he's a kind of a new thing, but I've talked to several females that are really, they like his style. It's not overstated, he's a little understated, not quite as recognized yet. But the song has violin, it comes in on violin beats, and the ball is rolling at the bottom of the screen, and as the ball rolls along continuously through the commercial, the screen switches from different women doing different things. And let's just go ahead and get that started. Visit us at www.visiball.com. And that's just a basic idea of how it runs, but I think that the music kind of plays along with it. It kind of starts out with the violin trips, and then it kind of gets into that hip and cool, but not like da-da-da-da, you know, just too heavy when you're interested in it, and then it just turns into something you really don't want to see. So that's how we ended on the
This is a vertical banner. It could be extended, but I liked this. I stuck with this one. We wanted to keep the same feel and all of it, but the body copy and the visual and stuff. And so we had the placement. And it was a little different from the magazine ad because it was on the side. So we wanted it's going to be hanging, in like store windows, and we walked by 9 West or something, and that kind of gave me an idea right there. I was like, hey, they got some little table sitting there. We could put some Visiballs on there. And this will be hanging from that. It's 6 feet tall, I guess. But I like this one a lot, and how it looked in the actual setting, and how it worked as a piece. Okay, and then we have this is a floor decal for like Dillard's and Sears and things. They're walking by the jewelry case, and or the clothing section, and there's this decal on the floor. It'd be about 1.5 feet taller, or about this tall, and basically it's just we tried to get the same feel on it. We couldn't get the body copy in there, things like that, because people aren't going to stop and try to read that body copy down there. So and I like this idea too. So I picked this one up, and we almost nixed it, I think, because we didn't know if it was going to work too well. But when we thought about the placements and the stores and things that we put it in, it worked. It seemed to work fairly well. And then these are the balls we designed. This is, I asked around in this region of the country, a lot of people like this one. There were some women I live in the dorms, and there were some women in the dorms that saw the concepts of this, and they were like, I'd buy that right now. I want that. And then the Ladybug ball spawned from the gardening theme that we had. We wanted to focus it towards gardening things, and that's what the vertical banner has. Women, I don't know what these flowers are called, but they're hydrangeas. Yeah. They're flowers. Stuff I don't know about, but this is
pink or blue.
And so we wanted to fit the different balls with the different themes, but that's what you have right there. These are the 2 ones that they printed for us. You can pass them around and look at them if you wanted. But I like how they came out.
My name's Brad again. I've got here, it's a horizontal banner. It could be used as a board or a banner. I thought it'd be good on the outside wall of a bowling alley or inside of a mall. Or I've got an application that we hung it next to some directional signage in Sears. It's right next to the lawn and garden, old-fashioned appliances and things like that. I think that's out of Sears. That's, in my opinion, where I would best be able to get women to see that. Better than the retail, the clothes, and everything. But my balls, I've got these 2 rabbits, and I went with it's cute, but yet I think it's also sophisticated because it's simple and, well, I just thought, I showed it to my sister and my mom, and they both liked it. My grandma wanted it. I got 3 strikes, and so I stick with it. I've also got standees. Could be a point of purchase piece. Where's the brochure that goes in this? You guys passed it.
It's been routed around.
I'd like to have it. So kind of like a point of purchase or on a counter around the retail area, like sporting goods or like a Sun and Ski where women's sporting goods are sold. But I've got the red leaf ball on there, stuck with the body copy. I put the body copy on there. It says, "Express your own personal style with bowling or collecting. Makes a great gift or novelty item." I put that on there to kind of draw their attention to this area because I've got a little cutout here where Claire's brochures will be. And inside, as she shows you, there's the selection of the balls. You can take these with you. You can pick them up and take them. And hopefully, you'll buy several of those balls. But again, there's the women having fun. It's too much fun. That's the headline we stuck with throughout. And strike your own style. That's trying to get back to the sophistication of it all. I guess, Aaron talked about the opacity. We turn that back to make the ball pop. But the white space, I like the white space because this is, when you look at the white space, you concentrate on that dark spot, and that's what draws your attention. The whole point of this for me is so that people can take it home, and other people will see it. So that is my stand.
My name is Mark Watson. I have most of mine are application pieces. This is on the back of the bus we used as a training piece. Also, what you mentioned, it could easily be the whole bus too, if you wanted to go that way with it. I kind of picked a picture that went with the outside feel for women running, exercising, stuff like that, since it's on the outside of the bus. It could be on anywhere, around large cities, and around shopping mall areas, downtown, high traffic areas. This one goes along with my point of purchase. This is the application part of it. This is a scaled down version of it. And what I thought is you could actually have it sitting, bowling alley is the obvious place that it would be sitting, but you could have it in JCPenney's and Dillard's, anywhere in shopping malls. You could actually have the brochure sitting next to it too, so they could take a piece home with them and you'll see more of the balls that are in the brochure. You could also do it like the ball of the month type thing. Every month you could change it, and show them what Visiball has this time. This is the red leaf ball that you see through most of the pieces. These are also two more balls that we came up with. This one's it's kind of a variation of this one with some more leaves, another blue instead of red, and a flower with a purple satin background.
Flower.
Those are birds of paradise.
I'm impressed, Mom.
Now we're a little
cocky.
Now you know that.
Yeah, that says nothing about my character. It says loads about your manliness.
Hand it over to you.
This is just a display of the table tent. Decided to make a table tent. It could go in department stores, sporting goods stores, women's athletic departments, you know, tabletops in mall restaurants, those kinds of places, besides just in a bowling alley and you know, in bowling alleys. And a billboard. And I chose a sunflower. It's not something, I mean, it's directed towards women, but I would like a sunflower ball as well. I don't know why.
You want the little pair of
Mike wants that.
But the billboard, it would go, you know, main places of attraction where people go, malls, highways, you know, any other place where you would find, you know, a large group of people.
I'd just like to share one more thought on Mark's point of purchase. We had toyed with the idea of, I don't think we did any licensed ball, but if some of these big department stores like Saks Fifth Avenue or Neiman Marcus or something, you can make a bowling ball with their logo, real elegant, and put it like in the cosmetics department or somewhere in the ladies department, jewelry, accessories, that type of thing. That would stir up a lot of attention. And then also, in Toys commercial, if there's some way, and I'm sure cost would be a big issue with this, but the View, ladies on the View, that's a big viewing audience for women. What?
We've done a ball of the View.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't know that.
Okay, but that would be great.
So obviously it's a good idea.
In the Saks and all those, yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
all right.
Good idea.
Good idea. Okay, it's a little late.
Did you do Lifetime Movie Network?
I don't believe we did that.
That's the Women's Channel.
I don't watch that.
I don't watch it. My mom.
I'm relieved.
Mike watches it.
Mike watches it.
There was my flowers.
Actually, the View is going to do a segment on bowling.
Okay.
Using the ball that we designed for them.
In conclusion, we basically wanted women to feel like they could look good and have fun while bowling, and the intent was to create a campaign that would make them feel that way, and balls that they could actually feel that way while they were using them. Women have their own personal style, and so we created a line of balls that we feel different styles of women can feel comfortable with, and they'll feel motivated to buy them. So that's the whole point of them. They're great for collecting and great for gift ideas. My mom would buy me a Visiball, I know she would. I'm not a bowler, but if it was a cool ball, she wouldn't hesitate to buy me one. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate you guys letting us
so much.
present our ideas.
Very good.
Any other questions?
Yeah, raise your hands, do you have questions?
We have answers.
We hope, yeah. Okay.
No? Okay.
Good job.
The wheels are turning already. Thank you.
Taking it.
Some fun idea for one.
Why don't you just put it together?
Yeah.
Right on the side.
You guys can have a cookie too, we go with
We're allowed to eat your bowl.
Oh, you didn't have Chinese?
No, not Chinese. I'd rather have Chinese. Oh, I get it. I didn't hear that Professor Loser.
Hey. They're coming down.
Okay. All right.
We need that pedestal.
Oh, Lord. Rotate.
Oh, good job, Zach.
Did you build that?
Yeah, we built it.
Could tell, I could.
Introduce this too.
No, that's what I mean. It wasn't like we bought it, you could tell. We did this.
No, but he had to get it exactly in front of you.
Well, first of all, I'd like to start off. My name is Zach, and I thank you all for coming here and allowing us to present. It's been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed this. On my left. My name's Cody Eichel.
I'm David Kendall.
Mariah Beasley.
Chris Morrissey. I'd like to start off by showing probably the easiest way is to pass them out. Take a look at them.
The main idea we were going for is just bright colors, you're glowing, you're going golden, global, glow.
Our target market's kids.
Okay.
And basically we kind of consider it like, you know, if kids aren't bowling, they're not glowing, you know, and they associate glow things, and they're so attracted to, we went to a couple of bowling alleys and watched how they interacted, and boy, there's a ton of them. You'd be just shocked how many kids go to a bowling alley to play in the glowing black lights.
One of the main things we were thinking also was that kids like the Pokemon idea and the little characters. So with these, you might be able to call them Visit-Critters, and that way they could associate with the little critters. And you would have your own license that way. You wouldn't have to deal with anyone else. They could
So
be
these
your
are
own
original critters?
original critters. Visit.
Very nice.
License.
Fair enough.
Here's some. This would be a double spread ad. Right for the magazine. This would be an application in the movie theater itself. And this would be inside the magazine insert.
Kids also, I mean, they love the internet. Usually if they're not at school, they're on the internet. So without what better to do than a web banner. And essentially what will happen is it'll scroll through the different 5 characters that we've created. And we also have glowing bumper stickers for cars.
just another means to show the kids that they're out there, give them something to look at, something to get them excited and really start bugging their parents. Because that's the only way these kids are going to get these balls is if they bug their parents enough to buy them for them. So with as many different avenues as we can hit these kids with, the better I think it'll be.
We had to want the kids to want these balls, but we also had to have the parents want to buy them for their kids. So to get that to the kids, you just say please. The moms just can't resist. So we incorporated that in all of our ads. Kids just saying please. And for the bowling alley, came up with table tent. Pass that around. And you just visualize it. You have to look through it to see the character.
Now, is this a table tent you said?
Right.
What's production cost on that?
We're not talking about production costs. I told them they had no budget.
That's funny, we have no budget.
So real.
And this one is, we wanted to do a blow up, and right before it, like you have this billboard before, say, you got to Sheridan Lanes.
Oh, yeah.
Visualize it. Visualize it, you know. And,
Amen.
you know,
Bonus we don't have a Brunswick bowling.
You gotta get your foot in the door somewhere, right? So that's what we chose to do as far as that. And also inside, these would be banners that could be hung on the walls. We would basically replace the ones that we saw. Which would be like, these are much louder, and that's why we have the characters coming out of there, and the balls real bright, big. We focus in on that. And this is basically to show how they can have this typed up for any bowling alley. Anywhere.
Here's another piece along with the bowling alley idea, or you could hang it in the toy stores, like banner, and then it's under there from the ceiling.
Some other POP stuff. We have a stand, and with this you could put like maybe the price of the ball, maybe it's special that they're having at the bowling alley for the day. Just really whatever you need to put on it. And then we also have some coasters that just kind of show the characters. Maybe catch some people at the concession stand or something, get a drink.
Maybe the kids start collecting them. Maybe they start trading them.
The new paw.
Because the whole thing with the critters is you can expand it. This is something you could run with. You
Always develop
implement more of them.
Licensing.
You could, and really they're just made as a connection between the kids and the bowling balls, and also associated with the globe ball, the whole feel of. I mean, it was just. I don't know if any of you all been to the bowling alleys and seen how kids are when they come in there and how wild they get.
We avoid bowling alleys.
It's basically just a knockdown party. Yeah.
Knocked down, literally.
Yeah. You know, we had that black light set up because we wanted to kind of give an idea of
Hey, Clay, can you kill the lights?
some of this stuff. Kind of
Please.
looks like
Thank
a little
you.
black wand. But you know, if this stuff was hanging out in the bowling alley, you know, there's a banner, and you know, our colors right here would be glowing. Sure. We'd use some glowing inks that would glow more than what you see. I think some of these. Which one was the one?
It would probably be,
Just post
it
them
would
down that
probably supply you with the number.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And we basically just kind of show different aspects of how you could present this to the kids' glowing society that comes to the alley. That's what I call it, because I think it's kind of nutty when you see it all happening. But
It's fun though, isn't
And these are real neat. The coasters, I thought those were the neatest things because see how they glow? They
Oh, those
really
glow
light
really
up.
well.
And you know, if I found this in there, I'd want to take it home. I'd take it home, put it on my own black light.
Oh, on your wall.
Where's the table?
And it has the website on
Where's
it?
the table tent?
Yes.
Yes.
So it drives you to the website?
And you know, here's our table tent, really
Well, we
lights
could.
up pretty well as well. I think, you know, that would really stand off. Have those sitting around, especially in the back one. Guy just hangs out there. I'd take that one home too.
Clay, you can bring the lights back up. Thank you.
You guys have any questions?
It's all fabulous.
Great work. Great work.
Once again, thank you also for coming, sharing your time.
We had a lot of fun.
So, do I gather you would primarily market these through the bowling alleys, correct?
Or toy stores.
Or toy stores.
In fact, the magazine was also through Kids Sports Illustrated, which you can incorporate in other Kids Avenue.
And also with your balls, you could have throwing accessories, like they can get the little bend and break it, you know, jewelry to wear. 'Cause kids love that stuff.
Just like in
Well, along with
websites,
the ball.
kids stuff, the whole thing with Fox, you know, you could take it even further. You know, you could run an ad in, you know, a commercial, Fox Kids Network, Nickelodeon. Sky's the limit, really. I think that was part of it.
Capitalizing on the critters carrying the ball through.
Right.
Very nice, Joe. Very nice.
Great job. Good.
Other questions? Okay, great.